Hi, everyone. I'm Mark Steven, and I'm on the mark. The math has finally caught up and eliminated the Calgary Flames from the NHL playoffs this season. I know the end of the season is supposed to be a time for retrospectives and insight and everything, but for me, they've got to go much deeper than an autopsy on the current season. It's time for more than a reflection on what went right, who had off seasons, and all those kind of discussions. It's time for a reflection on where this team is going. As you can see on the screen below me, Flames and playoff impact are rarely in the same sentence. I think the time has come to realize that the current group just isn't going to get it done. I mean, move the Flames deep into the playoffs and make them a Stanley Cup threat. The group must be broken up. Before we get into that, though, we must look at the people that put the group together. Brad Treliving has been here for 7 seasons. There's one first-round victory. They made it to the second round in 2015. Other than that, 3 first-round exits and 3 years, including this one, missing the playoffs. He's done some good things, make no mistake about that, but there's also been a huge turnover in the coaching office. But I don't think Daryl Sutter's going anywhere. Here's my take on Treliving. If he's on board with a substantial overhaul of the personnel in the dressing room, and don't get into these discussions, they can't trade him. Yeah, you can. Actually, you can trade him. If he's on board with that anything goes, it doesn't mean everything goes, but anything goes, then I say give him a chance. If not, if he's not on board with a complete retool and overhaul, well, maybe it's time for someone else to take a look at it. The era of finding players to fill certain holes, kind of tinkering, is gone for the Calgary Flames. The cold reality is, well, some of these players have achievements and accomplishments on their resume. Together, they just haven't got the job done when it counts most, and that is in the playoffs. Bold action is needed. Do they chase Jack Eichel in Buffalo? Do they chase a top 3 draft choice with a team that is down in the standings using some of the current players as currency? They've shunned the prospect pool to a certain degree. They're 26th, according to the Hockey News, among the 31 NHL teams. So the whole thing has to change in my mind. It may even mean a step back. And yes, it may mean severing ties with some long-serving players. But the organization just has to realize the current formula, the current players, just isn't working. If they come to that realization, maybe then they can take the steps forward to get this team deep into the postseason on a consistent basis. I'm Mark Steven. I'm on the mark.